Okay guys, day 2. The second day with Professor Keller. I hope you guys had a good time the first day. I hope you're getting something out of the class with him. Like I said, he's an excellent professor, and I have a lot of respect for him, and I don't say that about everyone. There's no horrible professors in Kingsborough. They all work really hard, and I'm not being facetious or anything like that. I have respect for every person that wakes up in the morning and has a desire to teach, but I think Professor Keller is one of the professors that I know of in the school that I have that extra amount of respect for, because he just brings so much energy and passion to the class. He's incredibly intelligent, a lot of fun, so I hope you guys are using him and getting as much out of him as possible, because he's not going to be there the entire semester when I come back, obviously. Okay, so today you guys are going to be discussing columns. Okay, the great thing about a column is that you get to vent, and I know a lot of you guys have been keeping yourselves in your stories, and I've been telling you to take them out, no I, things like that, and this is a little bit of a departure from that. A column allows you to talk about a subject that you have a strong opinion for, and you essentially have to back up that topic. So let's just say I was writing about the war in Iraq. I would pick a side where I stood, and I would support that side. The way you support that side is with information. You have to do research. You have to find quotes. You can get quotes. A good column, editorial, whatever you want to call it, doesn't necessarily have to have quotes. It's stronger if it does. So the two columns that I have printed out that will be getting sent to you guys today, that will be given out to you guys, one has quotes, and I'm pretty sure the other one doesn't. They're two very interesting columns. They're a lot of fun. They're emotionally charged, and the great thing is I wrote both of them when I was editor-in-chief of Scepter. Okay, and the reason why I'm showing you these and not the ones that I've written lately, is because I want you guys to see what I was doing when I was in your shoes. Okay? I want you guys to see what you're capable of doing. Alright? Yeah, sure, I was editor-in-chief of the newspaper, and I had done a lot at that point, but I was the same age as you guys. I was in the same boat, and there's nothing that you guys can't do if you put your mind to it. So yeah, if you have a strong point of view on something, and you're willing to delve into it a little bit, then column writing could be something that's very good for you. Sometimes when you decide to write a column, you can have a strong opinion about something, and when you do more research, your ideas can change, your judgment can change. But the thing is, you are writing about something that you know enough about to make an informed opinion, and you are making an informed opinion. So when you guys pick your ideas for your columns, I want to see something that you kind of have strong feelings about. Okay, then at the same time, the only way that this is really different from other journalistic pieces is you can put yourself in the story, but you shouldn't. Okay, there's so many ways of saying something without saying I. Okay, it's like we talked about with reviews. If you're doing a restaurant review, you don't say, I believe this restaurant is horrible. You just say, this restaurant is horrible. So if you're saying something about the war in Iraq, you can say, the war in Iraq is an unjust one, instead of, I believe the war in Iraq is an unjust one. Now think about it, why is that? Perfect example. The people that are reading the editorial section in the newspaper know that they are now reading opinions. There's usually like a little waiver on top of the section that says, these opinions do not reflect the opinions of said newspaper, and they are only the opinions of the writers, blah, 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 blah. So everyone knows that this is just your opinion. So this is a chance for you to let out your opinion. The thing that's special about an editorial is you know you've gotten somewhere with a publication when they ask you to write an editorial, because that means they care about your opinion, and they believe that you have done like that you have done the necessary legwork. She didn't feel like hanging out with me, I guess. That you have done the necessary legwork and you have put in the necessary amount of time and effort, and you have ethics and you have morals to share your opinion. Because what have I said before? Journalism is all about credibility and ethics. And in order to be a very good columnist, I mean, there's a lot of really bad columnists out there that just love to just shout out opinion. But really great columnists are very, very fair. And they present both sides of an argument. But in the end, they have a knowledge base and a respect for what they're talking about that isn't really found in the average column writer who just wants to share their side of a story. So when you guys are indeed writing your columns, keep those things in mind. Be fair, but be brutally honest. Share your opinion, but share it the right way. There's so many different ways of like sharing your opinion, and you just have to put in a little extra love and care in this because, again, this is something that you are passionate about. And something that you're passionate about, you just don't spit words out. You really think about what you're going to say, and you structure it, and you support what you're going to say with fact. Okay? My father once told me a really long time ago that an uneducated person argues out of emotion, and an educated person argues out of fact. So, again, while there is a lot of emotion in this topic that you are writing, use that to fuel you, but use that to fuel you to find the truth. Okay? Then once you find the truth, then that should get you even more passionate to kind of share the opinion that you've come across. Okay? So as far as this column goes too, I want you guys to start really thinking about what you're going to write and just run with it. Today's lesson in class, you're going to pitch possible ideas for columns, and then you're going to answer a couple of questions. And if you can answer those questions, then you know you're in pretty good shape that this is a topic that you can write about. Again, take this very, very seriously and get to work.